Yo, dudes and dudettes, this is Ketchu, and this is part 6 of Can I Beat Rimworld for the first time? Septober 15, cold, hungry and devastated. After a brisk hike, we set up camp fast. Meanwhile, Honkerton broke out of his corpse fetish just in time to get knocked sideways like a cheap mattress. Building around the steam vent took longer than expected, which is impressive because my expectations were already rock bottom. Also, all of our builders got Thanos snapped.
Make the door, please. Done.
So, naturally, I rewarded everyone with unpaid time off. Generous, I know. First of winter, Llama snapped and tried to kill everyone, so we arrested her. Then released her within a minute, worked like a factory reset. I didn't mean to send my emotionally and physically unstable liabilities out hunting. My initial plan was to survive on berries. Winter's plan was to delete 99% of the fruit beans on the map. Great timing. So we took aim with the enthusiasm of a hangover geriatric and enjoyed the fruits of our labor. Raw meat. Nobody had the stability to do chores.
Wait, it's going to our colony. There is a chance these guys and future traders will take down the, I don't know, blast the bots, whatever.
That's what I started banking on. Honkerton had 12 hours to survive. We made a quick decision and sent our fastest pawn, Jizan, to save him. Step 1, harvest medicine. Step 2, follow the morbid but impressive breadcrumb path to Honkerton. Meanwhile, camp life was thriving. We got a butchering table, cooked on the fire, and received a friendly deadline 3 days before the bug blasters arrived to end it all. Speaking of good news, Jizan went into a daze mid-rescue. He ran in and out of his room like a toddler playing peekaboo with a giant murder worm. I had a feeling his luck wouldn't last, and I was right. He caught mechanites before dying, which is like getting food poisoning at your own funeral. 11 hours later, his soul connected to the great Wi-Fi in the sky.
Yeah, so Jizan is done. That's great.
Low expectations. It's what I'd write on my dating profile. And just like my dates, everyone kept going insane anyway. The hopes I placed on the traders actually paid off.
Yo-ho-ho! Nice!
Against all odds, the plan worked like magic. Our home was best free before the deadline.
There is a fire? I'm not surprised. Wait, is that the last one? Guys, we can go back. They are dead.
December 3rd. Just like returning from a caravan trip as we'd done so many times, we arrived home. But this time, there were no smiling welcomes. Only the still monument of friends who now lived on solely in our memories. The deafening silence was unbearable, and yet, worse still, was the lingering smell of demise. It clung to the walls. A cruel reminder of the hopes and dreams that died here. The dream of leaving this broken world. A dream carried by those who gave their lives under the hands of an incompetent leader. With heavy hearts, we gathered their burdens. We promised ourselves we would finish what they could not. One day, we will leave this place, and when we do, they will live with us, carried forever in our memories.
Oh, they are not going to use this one. Fine. Fine. I didn't even want to use it.
By some miracle, Honkerton survived. Jizan had patched him just enough before taking the Uber to afterlife. All that was left was feeding him. Between burying our fallen heroes and forgetting to eat, we slowly, but delicately, lost all of our animals to mood swings. Except CJ the horse. She ran off somewhere, probably to join a better colony, assuming she can trust humans again. Even after slaughtering all the animals by the power of feeling upset, the crew still found the energy to complain. What my gang lacked in numbers, they made up for in tantrums. Enough to fill a psych ward, but we don't get those in the Rim. We use prison cells instead. Tried and true brain resets. If life is a simulation, and reality only becomes stable after we observe it, then each wave of pain that causes the body to collapse is very real and vivid.
That's lovely, have fun. No, they're not the exploding ones, come on. You know better than that. Oh, it didn't explode yet.
Vibro's mechanites hit half the colony like a stack of medical bills. Carlos managed to get herself pretty wrecked during one of her murderous episodes against the wildlife. 5 days and a steady stream of breakdowns later, we finally finished burying our friends. Naturally, we honored the dead by shooting a boomalope, which set off the entire herd.
That was maximum respect.
Hopefully we don't need another funeral anytime soon. Our grocery list of negative emotions stretched longer than the Great Famine itself. The wealth graph looked like a middle finger, because I estimated problems bigger than our pile of rubble was ready to defend against. So I drew up plans to rebuild some key walls in stone. Estimated completion time? 1 century.
Nobody in this colony here is having a good time.
I went ahead and installed a mod to satisfy the control freak in me, turning the work tab into adult entertainment for those with specific tastes. After fighting against the horde of numbers, I assigned Dark as the new cook. He immediately had a meltdown. I thought tossing my misbehaving crayon eaters into the jail for a cooldown was a good idea, but that actually turned them into quick repeat offenders, because they got no catharsis from the prison vacation. Did I stop? Of course not. Every raging lunatic looking to do a murder on someone still got the timeout slammer. Then we tried catatonic coma zone for size. I arrested Miskulini to see if she'd snap out of it, just like with other tantrumic conditions. Turns out no. Some traders showed up. The plan was simple. Lower our wealth by investing garbage into defense and people feed. I woke up Lama to deal with it. She did not like that. The controls fought against me and I could not arrest Lama for whatever reason. Nico did all she could to lure Lama away from the traders like some kind of Rimworld matador.
Oh no, she's going out. She's going out. No!
I tried again and couldn't arrest her.
Dang it! No! They're attacking Lama! No, don't hit it, don't hit it, don't hit it. I'll be so mad if my best doctor goes down.
Luckily, Lama was done fighting before I was done screaming.
I'm not stressed, you are stressed. You're a negotiator, Carlos, janitor, cannot talk, blah 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 blah, I don't care. So, our donkeys get beaten up all the time. Let's sell those, we don't need animals anymore.
After feeling happy for 5 seconds, Doug went berserk next. The traders were happy to handle it for me.
Has Miskulini been... No, somebody needs to feed her. Carlos, you're alive. Go feed Misku. You could have used that one. Yeah, no, go get a new one. My hands are off the wheel.
December 11th, sickness drove Honkerton over the edge. First, he verbally kicked everyone already down in the infirmary. Then he sprinted around insulting everyone else, like a vengeful Roomba with a bad motivator. That, in turn, inspired Carlos into smashing anything within reach. Honkerton kept tailing her, barraging her with more insults, fueling the ire. New quest, tempting reward. Too bad my peerless lunkheads were too busy fistfighting in the infirmary. Cooking alone was a full-time job for my moodily compromised group.
Somebody needs a medical treatment. Oh, we're back to fighting, that's great.
That's when I noticed the real cost of the murder worm arc. Not just lives, but limbs as well. What happened next couldn't have been timed better.
No! Wait, Dark, your ex is here. Kazuko. A group of outlanders from Rainer have arrived nearby. Okay, they are attacking immediately, that's bad. Yo, we can't take them on. There's no way. We don't have traps. There's more people than we have here. Actually, that's equal, but some of these folks don't count if you ask me.
Not to mention, our wall was broken as well. So yeah, see you in part 7. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Take care now. Bye bye then. Have a wonderful day.